Hi, I'm Amy. This is House of Nash Eats, and today we are making Lunch Lady peanut butter bars. These have 3 delicious layers with a bottom oatmeal peanut butter cookie layer, a middle layer of rich peanut butter, and a creamy chocolate frosting on top, and they are so good. Okay, these Lunch Lady peanut butter bars are so easy and fun to make. I feel like I need my hairnet, but I didn't bring it. But let's get started. We're gonna start with a cup of salted butter and add that to our mixer. You can use a hand mixer on these. The batter gets pretty thick, but either works. Then we're gonna add a cup of granulated sugar, a cup of brown sugar, and then a cup of creamy peanut butter. So you could use chunky peanut butter if you want. I just recommend not using one of those natural peanut butters that you have to stir the oil to combine. You just want this like creamy, basic peanut butter that you grew up with. Okay, now we're going to add our paddle attachment and we're going to mix these until they're creamy and smooth. It's just gonna take a couple minutes. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there and scrape the sides of the bowl just to get that sticky peanut butter off the sides of it. And then we'll add our next ingredient. Now, these are called Lunch Lady peanut butter bars because they kind of became famous or known as one of the desserts that like the lunch ladies would make way back in the day. Nowadays, my kids' school doesn't allow peanut butter desserts, so they never get these kinds of treats unless I make them at home. But they're still one of my favorites, and they bring back so many memories for so many people. Okay, that looks good. So now we're going to add 2 eggs. And I'm just going to crack them into this bowl just to make sure I don't get any shells. We'll dump those in. And then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Then we're going to mix that again. Okay, this is already smelling so good. All that peanut butter and vanilla and sugar. These are like one of my favorite desserts. Okay, now we're going to add the last few ingredients, and it's just our dry ingredients. So I've got 2 cups of regular all-purpose flour, 2 cups of old-fashioned oats. You want to use the old-fashioned oats for a chewier texture. They're bigger oat flakes instead of the quick cooking like minute oats. I just love the texture of these, so that's kind of important in this recipe. And then we've got a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of salt. Okay, we're going to mix that all up. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and scrape down the bowl again just to make sure everything mixes together evenly before we press this into our pan. So I love making bar desserts because they take less time than scooping cookies or rolling cookies out. You just press everything into a big old pan, bake it all at once, and then just cut them into squares at the end. So they're really fun and easy. These are great for bake sales, picnics, and potlucks. We make them all the time. Okay, that's it. So now I'm just going to scrape this all off. We're gonna grab our pan. Okay, so I have my cookie sheet, and this is just a half baking sheet, and I've already sprayed it with some non-stick baking spray. And then I'm just going to dump all of this delicious smelling cookie dough onto the pan. Okay. So now we're just gonna spread this batter into the edges of the pan. Batter or dough. It's pretty thick, but it's a little bit spreadable. If you have a hard time getting it into the edges, don't worry, you can spray your hands with a little bit of baking spray and kind of pat it where it needs to go. And also keep in mind, these are gonna spread while they bake. So it's gonna puff up a little bit, they'll spread out a little bit, and it'll fill in any gaps. So it doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, these are ready to go into a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 15 to 17 minutes. Okay, so our bars are nice and hot. I already have 1.5 cups of creamy peanut butter that I melted in the microwave. Honestly, the bars are probably hot enough that you could just drop your peanut butter on and it would melt it, but when I've done that before, it kind of tears up the cookies when you're spreading them. So I melt it first, and we're just gonna pour it right onto the hot bars, just like that. And this peanut butter layer, I mean, it's a lot of peanut butter, right? But it's going to make for really, really dense bars that have this great like texture of chewy oatmeal, creamy peanut butter, the really soft chocolate frosting. It's so, so good. Okay, we're gonna smooth this peanut butter all over the bars. Just kind of nudge it toward the edges. You don't want to over bake these bars, you just kind of want them to barely be set, just starting to turn golden brown around the edges. The smell of this hot melted peanut butter is just intoxicating. It's so incredible. Okay, so I've got the peanut butter pretty much spread to the edges. It's a thin layer, but it adds this nice like density to it. Now, we aren't gonna frost these right away because the chocolate frosting would just melt everywhere. We have to let these cool completely. The peanut butter is going to firm up again, then we'll add our creamy chocolate frosting. Okay, I've got the bars cooling in the background. They're actually almost totally cool. So now we're gonna make the creamy chocolate frosting that goes on these bars. So I've got 1/2 cup of softened salted butter in my bowl, and I'm going to go ahead and add the powdered sugar. This is 3 cups of powdered sugar and 4 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. And I've got 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm actually gonna wait and add my milk in just a second once I get these kind of mixed together a little bit. Whoa, it went everywhere. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and add my milk now just to help combine that together so I don't get it spring out of the bowl more. Should have used a bigger bowl. My bad. Okay, so that's all coming together. I'm just going to scrape down my bowl just to make sure I don't have any cocoa powder or powdered sugar on the sides, so it's mixed really evenly. Okay, this looks fantastic. Let me just clear these out of the way and I'll bring our bars in and we'll frost them. Okay, so our bars are completely cooled. The peanut butter is set up. It's still a little sticky, like peanut butter always will be, but it's firm. And so now we're going to take our frosting and frost these bars. It's a nice soft frosting, so it's going to add this really great textural element that's like really creamy with like the fudgy peanut butter texture underneath and the chewy oatmeal bars. Oh, you guys, these are like to die for. There's a reason why the lunch ladies were famous for their peanut butter bars. So we're just gonna spread this frosting all around to the edges. I like to leave a little border, but you can do you. Okay, one thing I love about these bars is they are so like rustically, imperfectly beautiful that you don't have to be a professional baker or use any piping tips. The frosting, just do some swirls with an offset spatula or butter knife and they'll look beautiful and amazing. These are ready to go, so I'm gonna cut them now. And I always just cut these right in the pan because there's so many of them. When I'm transporting them to like a picnic or a party, I usually don't even bother plating them. I just serve them like this. So I've got a small knife and you can cut them into smaller rectangles. They're really rich, or you can do big old squares, whatever you like. Okay, there you go. These are our Lunch Lady peanut butter bars. And now it's my favorite part, we get to taste these. And I have friends with me today. So I'm at actually my friend Jessica's house from Savory Experience, and we've got Sam from Sugar Spun Run, and they're gonna help me taste these Lunch Lady peanut butter bars. So girls, which piece do you want? Do you like an edge piece or a centerpiece?
I like a centerpiece.
Okay.
Whatever has the most chocolate.
Oh, well, okay. I'm gonna give you this piece then.
That looks amazing.
There you go.
Thank you.
And Jessica, here is a centerpiece for you. And personally, I love the corner pieces. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Wow.
I need some milk.
This is amazing.
Thanks, you guys. All right, we can't eat these all ourselves, so we've got to find somebody else to share them with. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys like this recipe, be sure to like and subscribe for more great recipes just like this.